Welcome back. Sean Patty here again. Battleground Victory here in my Southern California studio. It's been a few months since we've done a video update. The magazine is still on track, as well as some other projects on the side. Thought we would do a little bit of a series of videos documenting the creative process. I'll use a variety of Prismacolor turquoise pencils, 6B, 8B, 9B, and render on the paper, building up from base coat to where I have it here. It's kind of like a medium tones are in. I do use my finger to blend. I also use a blending stump, such as this. They come in different sizes. You can get into different hard to reach areas that you might have problems reaching with your finger. I don't use them that much, but lately I've been experimenting with them, and they do have their benefits. But for the most part, it's the trusty old little finger here, and I'll work it up from there. And I'll go back in with a standard kneaded eraser. These things are great. You can shape them and mold them. You can go back in there and bring out different areas of the figure. There's a real push and pull that's involved. Working on tonal work. Push as far as putting that pencil in there and working it, and then pulling out highlights, pulling out the volume. And this is just a basic application right here. Sort of midway through this particular figure. On the other side of the panel you can see that she's pretty rough, just some ink work and just a slight bit of tonal shading. Here I'm using an 8, and I haven't really begun to even work on the core shadows at this point, like the core shadows down the jawline. Even on the head here, you know, I have a little bit of reflected light from the other side of his the skull, and I'll come in and flesh out some of that reflected light in the dark area right along here. I go back in with probably a little bit of a harder eraser. And I'll blend and ink as I go along. Here I am working on Rani character. The eyes are always very important. And after I get this page all finished with the tonal work, I'll even go back through it and lay in some white acrylic paint, some of the highlights up here on the eyes. I'll go back into it to bring the pupils out. That will be the very final thing I'll do. I'll even go back in and work on the hair to a certain extent. whatever is necessary. Pretty instinctive process, just sort of moving around and working my way down a page. Sort of blocking in. Almost 12 midnight, and I'm still going at it. I think if you're going to be an artist, be prepared to spend a lot of time at the drawing table, and sometimes I'll go all night, or just sleep a couple hours and get back up and get into it. It all depends if you have a pressing deadline or some sort of commitment, but it's best to avoid all the distractions, of everyday life, such as TV watching. One thing I don't do, because I don't own a TV and have no desire to get into that habit. Pretty time consuming.